The most isolated cougar population in the U.S. faces a serious battle for survival, as habitat loss, genetic bottlenecks, and human activity threaten its future. Cougars, also known as mountain lions or pumas, are highly adaptable predators, but some populations are so isolated that their long-term survival is uncertain. The Florida panther, Puma concolor, is considered the most isolated cougar population in the U.S., with fewer than 230 individuals remaining in the wild. Florida panthers were once found throughout the southeastern U.S., but habitat destruction and hunting nearly wiped them out by the mid-20th century. By the 1970s, fewer than 30 Florida panthers remained, making them one of the rarest big cats in the world. Unlike western mountain lions, which have vast connected habitats, Florida panthers are restricted to small, fragmented areas in southern Florida. Their primary habitat includes the Everglades, Big Cypress National Preserve, and the forests of southwestern Florida, but urban expansion continues to shrink their range. One of the biggest challenges for the Florida panther population is genetic inbreeding, which results in serious health issues like heart defects, kinked tails, and low fertility. In the 1990s, wildlife officials introduced 8 female Texas cougars into the Florida panther population to increase genetic diversity. The genetic rescue program helped reduce inbreeding effects, but new threats like habitat fragmentation and vehicle collisions continue to endanger the population. Florida panthers have one of the highest road mortality rates of any big cat, with dozens killed by vehicles each year. Wildlife corridors and highway underpasses have been created to help panthers cross roads safely, but many still fall victim to speeding cars. As Florida's human population grows, suburban development is encroaching on panther territory, reducing their hunting grounds and forcing them into human conflict. Panthers require large territories, with males needing up to 200 square miles, making it difficult for them to thrive in fragmented landscapes. Competition with invasive Burmese pythons in the Everglades is reducing the availability of small prey, forcing panthers to roam further in search of food. The lack of genetic diversity has led to lower sperm counts in males, reducing successful reproduction rates and further endangering the species. Florida panthers face territorial conflicts, as isolated individuals are more likely to fight over shrinking hunting grounds. Some biologists fear that climate change and rising sea levels could further shrink the Florida panther's habitat, pushing them closer to extinction. Hurricanes and extreme weather events have devastated panther habitats, destroying forests and reducing available prey populations. Despite being protected under the Endangered Species Act, panthers still face illegal poaching and conflicts with ranchers who fear for their livestock. Conservationists are exploring the possibility of introducing Florida panthers to other southeastern states, such as Georgia or Alabama, to expand their range. Reintroducing Florida panthers to other states would be controversial, as it would require public support and large-scale habitat conservation efforts. Florida panthers were once feared extinct, but dedicated conservation efforts have helped them rebound from fewer than 30 individuals to over 200 today. While their population has grown, scientists warn that the Florida panther is still critically endangered and far from a full recovery. The debate over whether to classify Florida panthers as a distinct subspecies or simply an isolated cougar population remains ongoing. Some researchers believe that Florida panthers are simply a southeastern population of North American cougars, rather than a separate subspecies. Even if Florida panthers were reclassified, their extreme isolation makes them one of the most vulnerable big cat populations in the world. Beyond Florida, another highly isolated cougar population exists in South Dakota's Black Hills, where genetic diversity is also becoming a concern. The Black Hills mountain lions are surrounded by human development, limiting their ability to migrate and interbreed with other cougar populations. Like Florida panthers, Black Hills cougars face habitat fragmentation, human-wildlife conflict, and hunting pressure, which could threaten their long-term survival. Unlike Florida panthers, Black Hills cougars are legally hunted, which further reduces their population and limits genetic diversity. The Black Hills population has some of the lowest genetic diversity among western cougars, increasing concerns about inbreeding in the future. Mountain lions in the Los Angeles area are also highly isolated, particularly famous individuals like P22, who survived in Griffith Park for years. P22's survival in an urban environment highlighted the challenges of fragmented cougar populations, where roads and cities cut off genetic exchange. Conservationists are pushing for wildlife corridors, such as the massive Wallace-Annenberg Wildlife Crossing in California, to help isolated cougars move freely. Without genetic connectivity, isolated cougar populations face higher risks of disease, infertility, and population collapse over time. In some cases, wildlife experts consider relocating cougars from one region to another to restore genetic diversity and prevent inbreeding depression. The biggest challenge for isolated cougars is balancing conservation efforts with human development, as more roads and cities divide their habitat. Some conservationists believe that isolated cougars could benefit from legal protections similar to those given to Florida panthers, ensuring their long-term survival. Public attitudes toward mountain lions remain mixed, with some seeing them as a vital part of ecosystems and others fearing their presence near human settlements. Education and awareness campaigns are helping people understand the importance of maintaining healthy cougar populations, even in human-dominated landscapes. While isolated cougar populations like the Florida panther and Black Hills mountain lions face immense challenges, dedicated conservation efforts could still save them. By investing in wildlife corridors, habitat protection, and responsible land management, isolated cougar populations may regain the ability to thrive. The survival of isolated cougars will depend on continued conservation efforts, public support, and scientific research, ensuring these majestic predators remain a part of America's wild landscapes.